All right, y'all, get ready for the most serious Bitcoin technical analysis video you've ever seen. So make sure to like the video, guys. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, because what I'm going to do today is I'm going to talk about the trade that I took from right here. In fact, I took a short trade right from this wick. I made a video about it yesterday. Here's the open position right now. And as you can see, my entry is pretty much from the exact high. Now, this is technically considered catching a falling knife. So what I want to do in today's video is show you how there were many other opportunities to enter into a short trade from this area without actually catching the falling knife. In other words, if you miss the initial entry for a trade, you can look for an entry if it's a short trade by looking for a lower high, and if it's a long trade by looking for a higher low. And this was a perfect example of what happened today with today's price action. And so I wanted to make a video and go over what happened here. Okay. Now this level that we had, this chickens drink water level from 21.8, this was a level that we did give in advance this morning in the VIP Discord to short from 21.8. In the VIP live stream, it was part of my plan where I said I was looking to take a short from that level. Boyan also was looking to take a short from that level in the VIP live stream this morning. By the way, if you want to join the community where we post the levels in advance and all that kind of stuff, it's a great place to learn. You can go to patreon.com/JasonCasper. So we knew we were looking for a trade here, okay? And when we got the trade, we didn't have too much confirmation. The way I actually entered it was by looking at a massive decrease in open interest, which we got as we put in that high up here, right? A massive decrease in open interest showing that this move to the upside was not fueled by new traders entering into the market, but on the contrary, it was actually trades closing out that fueled this move to the upside, and there was not enough new money coming into the market to sustain this move to the upside. And so I was able to grab the entry from right here. Now, sometimes you are given multiple opportunities to enter a trade after the initial high is put in. Okay, so what we want to do, if we notice that we put in a high and we miss it, right? Instead of FOMOing short, what we can do is we want to wait for a retracement, right? Because the market is never going to move straight down, and it's never going to move straight up. Instead, it will move down and then up and then down and then up. And if we're in a downtrend, it will make lower highs and lower lows. And if we're in an uptrend, it will make higher highs and higher lows. For example, when we moved up this morning, after we put in our initial low here, we put in a low, our higher low, our higher high, our higher low, a higher high, and then we reversed, and now we put in a low, a lower high, a lower low, a lower high, a lower low, potentially now putting in a lower high. Now the question always becomes, how do I know where that lower high is going to come in so that I can actually enter into a position? So that's what we're going to go over today. There's actually I would say three things that you can look for in order to identify lower highs if we're shorting or higher lows if we're longing. Okay, so the first thing that we can do is we can use areas of support and resistance. Now I'm going to go ahead and turn off my chart here, turn off everything on this chart. We are getting some support at VWAP right now, right? So that's why we are getting some support here. As you can see, I have taken partial profits on this trade, but I'm actually hoping to hold this thing down to the bottom of the range, potentially even lower. We'll see how much it goes. But my point here is there's two things we can do. The first thing, and one of the most reliable things that you can do, let's say that Bitcoin gets a massive pump and you miss the initial short. As soon as we start to retrace, your first instinct should always be to pull out your Fibonacci retracement. Now, personally for me, I love to pull out my fib, especially when I'm driving, okay? I have a bad habit of pulling out the fib when I'm driving, right? Sometimes I get pulled over by the cops, and they give me a ticket, but I try to explain to the cop, look, officer, look, the reason I'm doing this is to make money, right? And here's the thing, you don't have to be embarrassed to pull your fib out in public, okay? Yes, fibs come in multiple sizes, okay? But here's the thing, it doesn't matter if you're using a very big fib like this or if you're using a very small fib like this, because here's what I want to point out. In both cases, whether it's a big fib or a small fib, it gets the job done. Okay, and that's really what matters. Whoa, hang on, flopping and groping here. Whoa, hang on. Aha. That's really what matters, is that your fib gets the job done. Okay, now notice what happened both in this case and in this case. after we get that initial low, okay, we come up and then we start to retrace, and we get a bounce from the golden pocket, okay? And notice what happened up here. We get our initial high, and we come down to put in our first low, and then we get a rejection off the golden pocket. Now, how does this work? If anybody's new to Fibs, the way it works is we are using the Fibonacci retracement to time a retracement in the trend. So if we consider that we're in an uptrend, we know that there's a very high probability that in a retracement, it will retrace to this 61.8% move. Okay, the way we're going to get that on our Fibs, we're going to double click. We're going to come over here. We're going to, for me, I just check the, you don't even have to check the 786. I like to check the 786 and put on 0.618, 0.65. These are the levels that I use. And what we're waiting for is we're waiting for price to come into this area between the 618 and the 786. Now, if price does come into this area, then we can look for some confirmations. And there's two types of confirmations we can look for. Confirmation number one is what I like to call uneven butt cheeks. All right, this is a surefire confirmation that works. It's a very, very high probability on market Cipher B. When you see this pattern down here, that looks like a pair of glutes that has clearly not been trained properly. Okay, maybe they are not standing with equal foot distance while they're squatting. Maybe they had an injury, but clearly we can see the butt cheeks are uneven. Okay, reminds me of my friend who I know. Actually, I met her at the club, and she was partying. She had a drink in the hand. They had some TVs on, and she clearly had an issue with the gluteus maximus going on. Okay, we had that big juicy butt cheek on the left, followed by that skinny old butt cheek on the right. You know, that skinny old butt cheek who reminds you of that skinny old waitress at the diner who talks like this. She got a Brooklyn accent. She smokes too many cigarettes. Hey, Dolores, get over here. This guy needs another cup of coffee, right? So when price is coming down to a key area of support, in this case, you know, it was the golden pocket over here, and Dolores comes into the diner and she's got a little, you know, she's got, how do we call it? Like a limp, right? You could hear her coming, right? Because she's because the cheeks are uneven. But here's what we want to notice here, right? When they're uneven like this, that's where the money is. Okay, that's where we're going to get our retracement from, right down here. Okay, so uneven butt cheeks are a great way to time a retracement to get in a trade at a higher low. Okay, now the second way is what happened in the case of the short this morning. Okay, now by the way, if you want to learn more about using Market Cipher, if you want to learn more about Fibonacci, if you want to learn more about getting these key levels and trading with a plan in advance so that you can actually know what you're looking for every single day when you come to the charts and crush it, you could check out the course at jasoncaspertrading.com. This is the blueprint, guys, so that you can become a confident, profitable trader. This is changing the way thousands of people approach the markets. I get messages every day from people who have actually been able to become profitable, even full-time traders. Of course, not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, right? I'm a guy on the internet with a crooked glasses Pikachu hat showing you pictures like this, right? But my point is, guys, there's a 25% discount in the description of the video. So the second thing you can do, guys, is there's a website called Coinalyze.net. Coinalyze.net. Okay? What we can do now is we can look at something called cumulative volume delta. Cumulative volume delta. This can also get you into trades. Now, I want to show you something quite interesting here. Okay? I want to show you something quite interesting. Well, first of all, let's define what an uneven butt cheek is. An uneven butt cheek is when price is making a lower low, as so, like this, and the momentum is getting higher. This is showing us that there's an imbalance and that price is going to reverse. Now, something else, guys, is called a Cbd Divergence, and Coinalyze.net is a free tool. Come over here to indicators, type in Cbd, put that on, and type in open interest. Okay, now what we're doing with this is we're looking for whales. Okay, we're looking for whales that are potentially doing some hanky-panky, trying to trap traders. In fact, let's see if we have any going on right now. Right, where did we retrace to? Look at that. We did get a retracement right into the golden pocket here, right? Right into the golden pocket. And so because we got a retracement right into the golden pocket, let's quickly check CBD. Maybe this could work out live for us, right? Let's check it out. What happened here? No, this is actually not bullish CBD. This is actually bearish CBD. So we'll get into that in a second here. We'll get into that in a second. So basically, what we are looking for with the CBD divergence is if we see that price is in a downtrend, okay, like this, making lows and highs and lows and highs like this. What we want to do is we want to identify if price is making a lower high. All right, I'm going to go ahead and make this nice and thick. And what we want to see, if we're looking to take a short, is we want to see price making lower highs. We want to see price getting lower. And on CBD, we want to see the CBD getting higher, and we also want to see the open interest getting higher. Now, I'm going to explain this real quick. But what this is telling us here, CBD, what is CBD? CBD is cumulative volume delta. This is telling us which side is more active in the market, longs or shorts. If the CBD is getting higher, this white line is getting higher, that's telling us that there's more people longing than shorting. If the CBD is getting lower, that's telling us there's more people shorting than longing. What is open interest? Open interest is telling us, are there active participants in the market actually opening trades? Yes or no? So if we can see that open interest is increasing, that means there are actual people opening real trades in the market. If open interest is decreasing, that means there are trades closing. So why is this important? Because as we saw for the initial entry to the short up here, because open interest was decreasing, we knew that this move to the upside was not fueled by new longs opening. In fact, it was primarily fueled by longs and shorts closing. Okay, so we knew the move could not be sustained. But if we see price is making lower highs, okay, pay attention, because this is very important. Price is making lower highs, and CBD is making higher highs. What does this tell us? This tells us that more people are trying to long than short Bitcoin, but the price is still getting lower. Okay, now think about this. The price is controlled by which side has more players. If there are more people shorting than there are longing, price is going to go down. If there's more people longing than there are shorting, price is going to go up. So you would assume if there are more people longing than shorting, as can be seen by the CBD coming up, showing us that more people are longing than shorting, you would assume that the price would be making a higher high, right? But it's not. It's making a lower high. And what this does is it lets us in on a little secret that up here, there are big players in the market who are looking to trap retail traders, right? Some people call them whales, okay? We've got the whale up here with the eye, and we got the mouth chilling right here, okay? Now, what this whale is doing is called absorption, okay? The reason why the price is getting lower, even though more people are longing, is because there are big players in the market who have limit short orders right here, and they're filling up, they're building a short position up here, and they're using the retail traders who are FOMOing long to fill their big orders. And once the order is filled, they're going to push the price to the downside. Okay? This is telling us here that although more people are longing than shorting, price is still getting lower. What's the only explanation for that? The only explanation is that there are retail traders FOMOing long here, and as they are entering into a long position, they are filling up this whale, which is building a short here, okay? Now, what else we need to notice is that open interest, okay, very important. We need to see this happening with an increase of open interest because this whale is only able to absorb traders FOMOing long if there are actual traders longing, okay? So if open interest is coming down, that means that there aren't actual traders longing here, and we need to be careful shorting that divergence, okay? It doesn't mean we can't short it because there's still other things to look for, but in general, it means we need to be careful shorting that divergence. Now, again, we just saw it happen here, right? Look at this. Price made a lower high, but the CBD was making a higher high, and the open interest was increasing, right? There were traders longing here, longing the VWAP, but we could tell that there were whales up here. Okay, our good friend whale, again, was building a short order to push the price down a little bit lower, okay? And we could even see it happening right here. Look at this, guys. Price is making a lower high. Well, this is not the best example, but we could even see that from this area to this area. CBD is also getting higher right here. Actually, yeah, so we can see that right here. From this area to this area, price is making a lower high, CBD getting higher, open interest getting higher. This one is not as clear, but even still, we can see the bearish CBD forming the entire way down, which is basically telling us that we can look for the trade to catch the trend in these areas. Now watch this, guys. Watch this. First retracement, okay, we got a Fibonacci golden pocket right here. Okay, now the fib is very ugly on coinanalyze.net, so we're gonna have to make it a little bit better. Okay, but I just want to show you that we have the 0.65 right here, 0.65. We have our golden pocket up here. Now notice what happened when we put in that first high, that first retracement into the initial golden pocket. What did we have on market Cipher B? We had uneven butt cheeks. Okay, on the 1 minute time frame, momentum is getting lower as the price is getting higher. All right, this is the first thing we're going to look for. And we also had a bearish trigger wave on market Cipher B on the 12 minutes. So after the initial high, if you have a trigger wave on a medium term time frame and uneven butt cheeks on a lower term time frame, that's very strong confirmation at a golden pocket that we're going to get another rejection. Now check this out, okay? Our second rejection, if we go back to coinanalyze.net right here, happened at another golden pocket. So we came up to that high, and then the first golden pocket rejection comes down. The first retrace comes into a golden pocket with the bearish CBD divergence right here. So really what we're doing, guys, is we are looking for key areas of support, in this case key areas of resistance, to time these higher lows, to time these lower highs, and we're looking for confirmations either on market Cipher B or with CBD divergences, and these are going to confirm to us that we're going to be able to get into a trade. Now look at this. Perfect rejection right from the golden pocket here, another perfect rejection right from the golden pocket here with our confirmations. And you might ask yourself, Jason, why didn't you add to your position there? These are the places where I would add to my position, and typically would add to my position, but I was not trading. I was out in the farm doing some work, but I did open up my phone and see these things happen, right? Because CoinAnalyze you can use on your phone, but I typically, especially in a trade like this, I just didn't want to add to it, guys. I didn't want to ruin my perfect entry, right? I really didn't want to ruin my entry here. I have some more take profit set along the way down, and as I said, I am looking to kind of hold this trade potentially down toward the bottom of the range, where we have some nice supports down here, this 20,800, 20,700 area. Okay, so I just wanted to come in and make this video because I think it can help a lot of people. Because, you know, really what we're doing here, guys, is we are simply just looking for, you know, even if you don't want to catch a knife, right? Maybe you don't want to take a short here. Well, just wait it out. Wait for the retracement with your confirmations, uneven butt cheeks. Or, again, wait for your bearish CBD that happened right here. Wait for your bearish CBD that happened right here. Wait for your bearish CBD that happened right here. All of these could have made great short scalps to take, right? So that's how we're going to do it, guys. Make sure to like the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. If you want to learn more about order flow, some other tools like Exocharts and stuff like that, you can check out the advanced trading course that me and Boyan put together in the VIP Discord. Boyan is a really, really good trader, and he helped me put this course together. You could check it out at learn.jasoncaspertrading.com. You could watch this preview for free. That will pretty much teach you everything you need to know about what you're looking at. But it will go over, you know, how you can use this data to your advantage if you are trading. Alright, guys, that's it for this video. Make sure to like the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. God bless everybody in the name of Jesus the Messiah. I hope you enjoyed this very serious technical analysis video, and I'll see everyone in the next video.